Welcome back to Aeons and the Legacy. We are playing Chapter 5, The Darkest Night. Alright, let's continue on. Shuffle up the turn order. Hope we get something good. I'm thinking the Creeping Curse, we might want to evolve that, just so we don't have to deal with an Unleash and any player taking 2 damage. However, Astria can heal herself every time her card comes up now, so maybe we can live with that? I don't know. Alright, let's see who goes first. Astria is going first. Alright, over we go to Astria. Alright, let's take a look at Astria. She's got a couple of spark spells, and she's probably just going to fire them both off. That's going to do 2 damage. There's no minions out there, so it's going to go to the Nemesis. We got him down to 71. Alright, let's take a look at her hand. She has all kinds of gems this time. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and because she has Breach 3 open, 7. So she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7? Wow, she has a lot of ether. Let me check that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, she has 7 ether to spend. She can buy anything. And with her 7 ether, to get the jump on things, she's going to spend 5 of it, get a bending beam, because this put in open breach 3 gives her 5 damage. And with the 2 ether remaining, she'll give herself a charge. Now she could, and this is you may place a different gem you played this turn on top of your deck. She's going to place that one on top of her deck, like so, and then put these back in any order. So yeah, actually had a pretty good turn. And then she's going to draw up 6 new cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's got a spark, that, and she's going to have to flip her deck over and take the top card, another spark. Alright, so taking a look at her second hand, she's got 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, did I do that incorrectly? I think we gave her 1 extra card. It's supposed to be 5. Playing too much of the other game would get 6 cards. So yeah, she's got 5 cards now in her hand for her next turn. Alright, I think that's pretty good. But she had no spells to put up in her breaches. Alright, let's go back to turn order. Alright, back we go to turn order, and up next is the Nemesis. Alright, I'm going to put the card out here so I don't forget. Each one of these is going to lose a power. We're not going to get rid of the Creeping Curse. I don't think it's horrific enough at the moment. These are both going to trigger the next time the Nemesis goes. Ouch! And what do we have here? We have an attack! Come on! Unleash twice. Well, we know what's going to happen there. Gravehold suffers 1 damage for each player turn order card in the turn order discard pile. So Gravehold is only going to suffer 1 damage. Okay, we can live with that. It's not awful. It's not great. The thing that's awful are these 2 tokens. Unleash twice. Yep. And this gets discarded. Oh my goodness. Alright, what do we do here? We have to, any player that places a flawed sticker, so if there's 2 or more tokens, so there are 2 tokens. Any player places a flawed sticker on one of their non-flawed crystals in their hand or their discard pile. And interestingly enough, neither of our characters has a discard pile, which is not good. So we have to do it from hand. And I think, let's have a look. We've got 4. Remember, we can't buy spells, I believe it is, with the cracked crystals. So what do we... Actually, Astria's got the better hand because she's got this worth 3. So we're going to crack one of Astria's crystals. Oh boy. Alright, and I think she takes 2 damage. The player whose name is on the crystal suffers 2 damage. Yep. And if no sticker, so what's going to happen? Astria's going to crack a crystal and suffer 2 damage. And then we're going to drop 2 tokens off this guy, and it's going to be the end of his turn. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the sticker on here, put it back in Astria's hand. Oh man, not good. Alright, so this is what Astria's card looks like. I put the little sticker here so that it will stand out with the others, and she can gain an ether that cannot be used to buy a spell. So she can still buy relics with it, just no spells. Bad, very bad. All right, that goes into her hand, of course. And she lost 2 health. She's going to go from 10 health. She's dropping down to 8. So the Nemesis gets his kicks in. Oh boy. Turn order time. If the Nemesis goes again, we're going to be doing even more nasty stuff. Death Maiden gets to go. All right, now I'm going to have to do some thinking as to whether we want to get rid of that. That's only unleashed once. Let me think about that. Over we go to Death Maiden. All right, okay. At least we're gonna fire off the spark spell, of course. So 1 damage. That's going to the Nemesis, dropping this lovely 75. We got him down to 70 now. He's on the ropes. Very, very thick cable ropes. All right, she has the Neural Wreath, so she's going to go ahead and play this. Focus any player's breach, and a player may prep a spell in hand. She's going to focus her own breach. She's going to focus... she's going to focus 3, I think, is what she's going to focus. And we're going to go over to Astria, because Astria now can prep a spell in hand. Alright, here we are at Astria, and she can prep a spell in hand. She has 1. So she might as well go ahead and prep the spark spell. Back we go to Death Maiden to finish off her turn. Alright, back to Death Maiden to finish off her turn. So she's played the Neural Wreath. She's focused... Oh, did she focus any player's breach? Did I even focus a breach? I don't even think I focused a breach. Did I? Oh no, I did. I focused 3. Yes, I did. All right. I just had to double check that. She has 4 ether to spend. I think it's time to start getting some spells. The only sort of good 4 cost spell for her is this one, deal 3 damage. If you have 3 or more charges, gain a charge. She does. So that could come in handy if we ever get to play it. And she can put these back in any order like so. And I think that's it. I'm pretty sure I focused that breach. If I didn't, I'll make the correction in the next video. I just got distracted there. All right, back we go to turn order. But it would also work well if we drew up a hand for her for next time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Oh my goodness. All right, what does she have? She's got Crystal, 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 the Entangled Shard, and she's got her Bug Zapper spell. All right, now we'll go to turn order. Oh boy, turn order time. 3 cards remain, and yeah, it's the Nemesis. He gets to go, the Haze Fiend. We're going to put this card here so I don't forget about it. These are going to trigger. This one triggers. Okay. Power 3. Gravehold suffers 3 damage. I don't know how we're going to pull this off. He's at 70 health. That is so much health, dude. The player with the most expensive spell in hand degrades that card. Who's got the most... Oh, no! No, 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 no. Oh, my God. I think we have to get... She has to get rid of Bug Zapper. It's the only card. Oh, tactical errors galore. I do believe... Oh, this is not good, because Astria's hand, she has no spells. And it specifically says in hand. Oh boy, did I ever play that wrong. The player with the most expensive spell in hand degrades that card. Well, unfortunately, the only card in hand, the only spell in hand is... damn it! This is absolutely awful. Is the Bug Zapper. I believe this is out of the game. It's going to come back in the next game. It's destroyed for this game. So her Bug Zapper spell is... gone. I'm just going to double check the degrade because I want to make sure we're doing that correctly. When a Nemesis card forces a player to degrade a card, that player must destroy a card that costs 2 ether or more. Pardon me, this costs 0 ether. It does not get destroyed. And I do believe then, we keep reading, then that player may gain a card of the same type from the supply pile at cost less than the cost of the destroyed card and place it into their hand. If the player cannot degrade a card, no player can degrade a card, that player suffers 2 damage. Well, we actually can have Astria then suffer the damage because this just says the player with the most expensive spell in hand. Well, technically, I guess because Death Maiden's the only one with a spell in hand, we'll give her the 2 damage then. I think that makes sense. Because even though it's a 0, it is the most expensive spell because Astria has no spell. So the debilitating impact has smacked us nicely. All right, this one's going to trigger. This just gets bad to worse, doesn't it? Power 2. So unleash! We get a token on the Nemesis. Okay, it's only one, so that's good so far. Any player suffers 2 damage. The players collectively discard 2 cards in hand. We're going to have Astria take the 2 damage. She's going to go from 6 health, or from 8 health down to 6. And collectively we discard 2 cards in hand. She's going to have 2 and a charge 3. That's going to give her 5. 5 would be nice. What does Astria have discarding? She could discard this one and this one. It'd still give her 2, 3, give her 4. We're going to have Astria discard both of these. And she can discard them in any order. So I guess we'll put her cracked one to show up first. Let me just see if we got everything done here. Unleash, we did that. Any player suffers 2 damage. Astria suffers 2 damage. The players collectively discard 2 cards in hand, and Astria has discarded 2 cards. The creeping curse has finished, but we do still have another lovely, lovely card from Mr. Nemesis. Aether Extract. It's another power. Unleash. Any player suffers 1 damage and discards 2 gems. If both of those gems cost 0, evolve. Oh, this is already evolved. If you can't place an evolve sticker, read E52. And we can't stop this either. Yeehaw! Okay, at least the Nemesis has finished doing his dastardly deeds. Oh my goodness, that's it. And we're going to go back to turn order. And I do believe... Okay, Astria, I don't think we have... I think the Nemesis has already gone twice, right? He has. So Astria's going to go, and then Death Maiden's going to go, and it'll be the end of our episode. Over we go to Astria. Alright, Astria did not take kindly to that pummeling, but there's not much she can do about it except fire off a spark spell, which she'll go ahead and do. And that'll drop our Nemesis down to, yes, the magic number 69. He's down to 69. Alright, that's okay. And what is Astria going to do? She has 2. If your breach 3 is open, you gain an additional ether. So she's got 3, 4. Actually, she has 4 ether, which is, you know what, not horrible. We're going to go ahead, and she's going to go ahead and get this Force Transfusion for 4. Deal 3 damage. If you have 3 or more charges, gain a charge. It's probably better for... Well, it doesn't matter. I think it's going to be good for... We've got to get some spells activating here. She's going to put these in any order. We'll put them like that. And Astria's going to drop her next hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alrighty. We have a crystal. We have Lifebringer. Yeah, she can heal, Bending Beam, and a couple of sparks. Ooh. I kind of like the sound of that, but yeah, you know how this game goes. Alright, that's Astria's turn. Back to turn order. Alrighty, turn order time, and yes, it is indeed Death Maiden, because that's the last card in the turn order deck. Over we go to Death Maiden. I was getting concerned that she was going to lose Bug Zapper, but she didn't. She lost 2 health instead, which is not good. Well, she only has 1 spell, which is the Bug Zapper, so off it goes to Open Breach 1. Then she's got 1, 2, 3 crystals, 4, 5, and if you have 3 or more charges, gain a charge. She does, so she's going to gain a charge. She's up to 4 charges. We have no minions out, though, but we're getting ready to smack some minions whenever they do show up. So she's, again, we've got 2, 3, 4, she's got 5 ether. And with 5 ether, what she is going to get is a Gravity Node spell. Cast, any player discards a card in hand. If they do, deal 4 damage. So, good spell. That's the end of her turn. We'll put her cards, I guess we'll put her best card on the bottom. 5 new cards. She's got 1. And we're going to flip her deck over 1, 2, 3, 4 more for her next turn, which will be in the next episode. Alright, so she's got a Neural Wreath, she's got Force Transfusion, a Spark, a Crystal, a couple crystals, so 2 crystals only, Neural Wreath. Okay, I think that's pretty good, he said. Alright, we're going to zoom out, wrap up our episode. Yikes for today. So in the blink of an eye, we've got a cracked crystal for Astria. She's down to 6 health. Death Maiden down to 8. Oh my goodness. We've only taken 6 health off the Nemesis. We have no minions out though, which is, I'm finding a little odd. We've had 3 powers come out in a row. I did shuffle everything as much as I possibly could. So I'm sure, very sure, we are going to start seeing minions appearing sooner rather than later, which means we probably should start getting Soothing Torporine gems soon so that we can silence minions or get the Reality Stabilizer if we have enough ether to buy one at 6. Alright, there's where we stand for today. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Aeon's End Legacy, Chapter 5, The Darkest Night, with Death Maiden and Astria. Can they pull it off? I don't know. I really don't know. If I play horribly, probably not. If I play better, maybe. I mean, I find these games very close all of the time. Except there were a couple times. I played Aeon's End on my channel here quite a bit if you do a search on it. And I did get absolutely smashed a couple of times. But generally speaking, it either comes down to the wire. Either way, very close. So thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.